Alright, today we're doing a review of graphing inequalities, which is very similar to graphing equations, if you remember that. I guess the first part is a little different. Let's do this one. So, yeah. So some of the ones are just in one variable, like if there's no line, and I think I'll just specify in the assignment which ones you should graph on a number line. But if there's just one variable, then generally you graph it on a number line. And so you remember if you have a compound inequality like this with nothing written in between, the assumption is that this and this have to be true simultaneously for a value to be a solution. So that one would look something like this. X has to be greater than -2 and less than 4 at the same time. Okay, so these are the possible values of x that will make this compound inequality true. All right, so some of it's just remembering how to graph them, and then some of it's more being able to solve for x. So you might have something like this, which at this point I suspect is pretty straightforward. So you just have to remember to do the extra step of solving for x first. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So 2 plus x is greater than or equal to -3. Subtract 2 from both sides. -5. And the only thing that really makes this different from solving for x in equations is just that you have to recall that if anytime you multiply both sides by -1, you need to change the direction of the sign. Right? But other than that, it's very straightforward. You just remember that it's a filled-in circle if it's greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, and it's an open circle if it's just greater than or just less than. Okay. So that should be fairly straightforward. And then graphing in two variables is also pretty easy, I think. If you remember how to graph linear equations in one variable, or in two variables rather. So I won't give you any with x squared, and then that'll be for I think tomorrow's assignment. But you just have to remember, that it's I think easiest if you just solve it for y first, put it in that slope-intercept form. So in this case, all I have to do is multiply everything by -1, which will change the direction of the sign. Instead of writing x over 3, I'm just going to write 1 over 3 times x. Those, of course, mean the same thing. And I just need to remember to make both of these terms negative, because I multiplied by -1 to get rid of the negative in front of the y. Okay, so these two inequalities are the same, but this is an easier form to graph in. And my slope-intercept form says I go down this number. Okay, and then I look at my slope, -1/3 means I'm going like this instead of like this, so it's going to be up 1 and over 3. You go up first and then over. In this case I'm going to the left because it's a negative slope. And it's a dotted line because it's less than rather than less than or equal to. It's just a straight line. And then I'm just going to shade below the line because it's y has to be less than the value of this function. Okay, and y gets smaller as we go down. Cool. That's I hope that's pretty straightforward.